No, I can't talk now. I have to teach the coolest class ever. Okay. Oh, hey guys. Didn't see you there. Oh, well, let's get started on today's very cool lesson. In case you forgot, my name's Rachel. I'm going to walk you through this asynchronous work. And this means this is the work you do on your own or with a partner, virtually, I guess. I don't know how that would work out. But yeah, let's get to it. So for the directions, we're going to choose an operation out of these four that best match the word that's circled in the sentence. So for example, the sum of 2 and 6 is 8. So sum means addition. So I'm going to put that symbol right there. Let's try number 1. Josie increased her total by 4. Which one of those symbols goes with increased? If you pick the plus sign, you're doing well. Number 2, the difference between 5 and 2 is 3. What operation goes with difference? If you put subtraction, you're in good shape. Number 3, Pablo makes $10 per hour. The word circled is per. What operation goes with per? If you said multiplication, you're correct. Per means you got to multiply by something. So $10 per hour, if you work 2 hours, you make 20 because it's 10 times 2. Look at number 4. Sam donates $20 each year. What operation goes with each? Again, that would be multiplication. Each and per are the same thing. Number 5. Christina split her candy 4 ways. What operation goes with split? That would be division. Number 6, a little tricky. Laura got 94 on her test, but Felix got 73. How many more points did Laura get? What does how many more mean? Well, that's going to involve subtraction. When I ask how many more between 94 and 73, I don't want to count on my fingers all the way up from 73 and add. I want to subtract 94 minus 73 to get my answer. Okay, let's move on. So in our synchronous lesson, we learned a little bit about translating some word problems into algebra. Let's look at our first example here. I'm actually not going to read the entire question because it's a waste of my time. I'm going to look for the numbers and some words that jump out. For example, 23 for each. Now, if you remember from the last slide, each means multiplication. So that means I'm going to have to multiply 23 by something. And in algebra, we usually multiply by a variable, which is right there. So I need to see 23x somewhere in my choices. Is there a choice that does not include 23x? Well, that'd be choice 2. It's just 23 that's solo, and I don't want that. All right, let's keep reading a little bit. I see another number here, 250. Whoops. 250 is the one-time setup fee. When they say one time, you just need that number once by itself. First of all, choice 1 doesn't even have 250, so that can go away. Now, in between choices 3 and 4, I want 250 to happen one time. If I was to pick choice 4, I would have to distribute the 23 and multiply it by x and 250. I don't want that. So I'm going to get rid of choice 4 and go with choice 3. Let's look at this one. Again, so much reading, my gosh. Here's how you can get around that. Let's skip to what they actually want from you. They want to know which statement best represents the function. When they say function, they mean this thing right here. Let's look at our choices to see what's changing. Well, I see that word fee. Choice 1 says 90 is the fee. Choice 2 says 40 is the fee. Choice 4 says 90 is the fee. So basically, I'm trying to decide, is 40 the fee or is 90 the fee? Now, the fee happens once. I want that number by itself. I look to see, is 90 by itself? No, it's next to x. So any choice that says 90 is the fee needs to go. That was choices 1 and 4. Now, what's the difference between choices 2 and 3? That would be the first part of the choice. y is the total cost or x is the total cost. Your total cost is always going to be away from everything else on the other side of the equal sign. So that means I'm going to have to pick choice 2, where y is the total cost. Okay. This one's about our postal service. It's in the news a lot lately. Not many good things are happening with the post office, but I'm sure everything will work out just fine. All right, I'm not going to read this whole question. I'm going to look for the important information. Oh, I see 20 cents per. What operation goes with per? Well, it's multiplication. That means I'm going to multiply 20 cents by some variable. It looks like z is going to be that variable. Which choices have 20 next to z? Well, if you said choices 2 and 4, you're correct. So that means choices 1 and 3 can go. What's the difference between choice 2 and choice 4? Well, choice 4 includes the number 1. I would only pick choice 4 if the number 1 is mentioned somewhere in the question. So I just have to read a little bit, and I actually do see that 1 ounce there. So that means that number 1 is important, and I should just go ahead and choose choice 4. All right. Another one where we have to pick the sentence that matches the function. So I see my function right here. Let's read a little bit and see if we can eliminate some choices. So first of all, choice 1 has the number 0. I don't see 0 in the function, so I'm going to get rid of that. Are there any other choices that mention numbers that are not in the function? Choice 4 does. So that means I get rid of that. Now I'm in between choice 2 and choice 3. Take a look at which number has the variable and which number doesn't, and see if you can decide in between choice 2 and choice 3. Which one would you pick? Let's go over it. I see in the function that 110 is next to the variable, so I need to see the word each or the word per or every next to 110. I see that in choice 3. Choice 2 has 900 next to the multiplication word. I don't want that, so I'm going to pick choice 3. Okay. Let's try this one. This one's a little tougher because it's like a two-stepper. You got to pick your Roman numerals and then pick your answer from those. So let's get to it. I see my function right here, and let's see what they tell us. Dog shelter spends an average of $2.40 on food per dog. The manager estimates the shelter's daily expensive, at least one dog in the shelter. All right, let's go to our Roman numerals and see if we can eliminate. It says X represents the number of dogs at the shelters per day, or X represents the number of volunteers at the shelter per day. Did they even mention volunteers anywhere? I can't see that they did. So I'm going to get rid of Roman numeral 2. And I'm going to get rid of any choice that has Roman numeral 2 in it. So which choices can we eliminate? We can get rid of choice 3 and choice 4, since those have Roman numeral 2. Let's look at 30. So 30 represents the shelter's total, or 30 represents the shelter's non-food expenses. Well, if you remember from a couple of questions ago, the total is always by itself on the other side of the equal sign. So my total would actually be over here. 30 cannot be the total because 30 is right here. So I get rid of Roman numeral 3, can't be the total, and I have to get rid of choice 1, so my answer is going to be choice 2. Okay, I'm going to let you try this one on your own, and then we'll go over it. Okay, here's how you do this one. First number that jumps out at me is that 5 cents per, which means I need 5 cents next to a variable. The variable that we're using is the letter D. So there you go. In choice 3, the wrong number is next to the letter D. And in choice 2, that number is not even part of this problem. Okay, do I want a plus sign or a minus sign? Well, you do have the word additional, so I'm going to go with a plus sign here and pick choice 4. Okay. All right, this one's a little trickier. I'm going to read this aloud and then have you do this on your own. Kendall bought X boxes of cookies to bring to a party. Each box contains 12 cookies. She decides to keep 2 boxes for herself. She brings 60 cookies to the party. Which equation can be used to find the number of boxes X Kendall bought? So try this one and then we'll go over it. Here's how you do this one. The key line here is that she decides to keep 2 boxes for herself. So imagine the situation. She has a bunch of boxes that she could bring to this party, and then she's going to keep 2 for herself. So she's actually going to like take away. So we're going to use subtraction. Now 2 boxes. You might be thinking, well, I need to see the number 2, but they actually give you additional information here. Boxes is X, and there are 12 cookies in each box. So each means multiplication, so 12 per box, 12 X. And if I look here, I know that she wants to keep 2 of those. So if she's keeping 2 boxes, so 12 plus 12, she's going to end up keeping 24 cookies for herself. So the only choice that has minus 24 in it is choice 3. All right, so I'm going to do a couple of small questions with you, and this will help you with the final question. So for our blue one here, write a calculation and a result that represents the sum of negative 3 and 8. What operation goes with sum? You said addition. You're correct. So whenever I see sum, I'm thinking plus. So negative 3 plus 8. I'm just going to skip the whole result part because we're going to focus on writing expression. So that would be negative 3 plus 8. Turns out to be 5, but whatever. All right. For the next one, n represents a number. Write an expression that represents a number that is 5 less than n. So I know this is going to seem kind of weird, but when they say 5 less than something, it actually goes behind the thing that it's less than. So this is going to look like this. It is 5 less than n, which is whatever number. All right, let's do this purple one here. N represents a number, then write an expression for a number that is, that's my dog there, that is twice n. What do you think twice means? You said times 2, you're correct, so twice n, you could just do 2n. You don't have to put times in the middle, it's implied. Right, so let's use all 3 of these to solve our final question here. I'm actually going to read this one out, it's pretty short. So Nikki's sister is 7 years less than twice Nikki's age A. Like, whoa, big first sentence. First of all, the only thing that I know for sure is that Nikki's age is represented by A. So I have 2 little girls here. Let's say this one on the right here is Nikki. So her age is A, and her sister, this girl here, I don't know her name, just Nikki's sister, is 7 years less. So I know it's going to be minus 7 twice Nikki's age, which is A. So twice A would be 2A. So it's whatever choice I pick is going to involve the 2A minus 7. And then let's read a little bit. Okay. The sum, what operation goes with sum? That would be plus. So I need to involve a plus sign. I need to involve these 2 expressions, so let's put it all together. I have 2a minus 7, and I have a. That is going to be part of my answer. And then they say that it is equal to 41, and our answer that's closest to that would be choice 2. That was a tough one. Okay, so that brings us to the end of our asynchronous session. So proud of you guys for watching my video. So if you want to redo this, you've already submitted it, you don't like your grade, you want to redo it, you totally can. Just shoot me a text or an email or message me on Google Classroom and I can reset your progress and you can redo this for a higher grade. So thanks for watching me and good luck.